Good morning, cyber traders. Welcome on this lovely Thursday. Good to see you all. Good to see you, Grant, Michael, everyone. Good morning, Michael, Lawrence, everybody. Lita, everyone. Welcome back. Getting a nice little run up in some pharmaceutical stocks. Hopefully, you guys enjoying the little trade on this LIPO that's up about, just about 166%. So looking pretty good there. A couple of nice little stocks moving on. Some of the quantum stocks also moving up pretty nicely. We're going to cover them. And yesterday was a really, really nice day. Some really nice moves on some stocks, some pharma stocks like this one also have been doing pretty well. Eli Lilly did come out with earnings, and just want to bring that up too. You can see right here that Eli Lilly had a little bit of a move. Good earnings that came out. I don't know why it's backing off, but this is what's the nice thing about the getting ready and seeing what's happening with the orders. So we're going to definitely check that out, why these things are going up and down the way they are by checking out level 4. So a couple of stocks that did really, really well yesterday. First of all, if you were in my class yesterday, okay, very important, phase 3. This was actually a really, really, really good class. We covered so many things about Fausto flags, selling things early. We saw a breakout. So if you did not get into that class, please watch the recording. Talk to Education Advisor. If you missed it, if you can't get access to it, they'll tell you how to get access to it. But here at Cyber Trading University, but it is very critical that you guys and crucial that you take those classes and don't neglect them, because you have to understand something. What's this week? What's this weekend? Super Bowl weekend, right? Well, you can't play the big game without practicing. And I know a lot of us don't like the practice. I know whatever it is. But we all like the glamour. We like to get to the big game. And the only reason why you got to the big game is because you worked hard during off season and during the season. It's all practice. So if you want to be a good trader and you're here in the Cyber Group room or you're watching us, the reason how we get there and you think for yourself, you got to be in those classes. Please go out there and review them. All right, now a couple of good movers out there. And yes, Bill Ireland, like you said right there, and doing your coaching at Cyber Trading University. Remember, somebody has to be the adult in the room and tell you what you did right and wrong. So you know what? You could sit there and analyze all you want, but for doing this for 35 years, remember, we're not looking you to, we're on your team. We're trying to make you be good at it. And remember, it's not about the winners. Like we always say, it's about controlling the losers. Now, a couple other good stocks that moved really, really well. You know that we've been long the FTAI. Was a big fan of the stock. Someone asked me the other day, and they say, why did you buy this stock? What the company does? And I said, honestly, I really don't know what this company really does. And I really don't care, okay, because I'm a trader. But this is what I do know, okay? Stock went from 180 down to $80, went 100 points down, okay? Since we've been trading it, and we talked about this last couple of days because we're looking pretty good on it. We jumped in after we found out we had the little consolidation going on right here. Let me bring this up so you guys could see a little bit better on social media. And that's a bad picture. This might work a little bit better for you guys. Okay. So you could see right here when it started consolidating right around the, the 80-ish, $90 price range, we jumped into it, and you could see now it's going to be a gap fill. If it broke the resistance levels, which were these support levels right around 112, and it looks like it's going right to 125, and that is awesome, okay? So if you got into the FTAI, congratulations, you did well. I'm still interested. I'm telling you right now, I'm warning you, I'm just giving my heads up. I'm still interested in Palantir, okay? Now, we covered this in class, just a really quick recap on Palantir, okay, how to trade it. And it's not this, it does it every stock. We've learned that the way we get into a swing trade, just like a day trade, we kind of count the candlesticks and want to see if we're having a consistency. Usually it's the 5th candle when it starts breaking out. And if you read my book, I talk about market maker traps. I show you exactly how consolidation works. Very critical. So I'm still waiting for Palantir to bottom out as low as it can. And listen, I don't have a problem paying 105, okay? I just need to see the consistency here, and hopefully and if it sits here, we'll do it. Because one of them that we should learn our lesson, I will cover this one, is Reddit. Reddit did that exact same move. I'll blow this up right here so you guys can see it here a little bit better. We saw that consolidation. We watched this stock when it went from 80, and I'm going back to it because I'm just doing quick training on it. We saw consistency after 5 days. Boom, stock broke 110. Now look where you are at 230, 223. So I'm just kind of reminding everyone, it's very, very important that every stock trades exactly the same. It doesn't matter, the love, the excitement about it, the negative, the positive. It's all about following the money. All right. Now, just hitting a couple of stocks before we go our watch list this morning. Just reminding everyone, if you're watching on social media, we will be broadcasting live all day today, and then we will be doing a live training course at 12 o'clock. So please take your phone, scan the QR code on the top right-hand corner, and we'll get you in the trading room so you can kind of enjoy us, and we'll get you in that course. It's free of charge. I'm going to cost you anything. My thing is this: market's very good to me. God bless me of having a great job, having a great family, having the convenience and love to do very well. And I'm here to give back that education to you guys, because just way too many of you are failing in today's markets. Okay. And that's what it really comes down to. A couple of stocks I want to cover. LiPo, and not the LiPo you're thinking of. This stock obviously is doing really well this morning, and we're going to keep an eye on that one. That one I already got on the watch list. I want to just go over the stocks we traded yesterday, because there were a lot of good stocks yesterday. BBAI was one of them. You could see that thing is still moving up pretty. I'm going to put BBAI back on the watch list. Hold on, I got to get my legal pad. I'm going to write this down. BBAI, it's turned out to be a really, really good day trade when it was hovering around $4. And you can see now it turned out to be a really, really good swing trade. So BBAI did really well. The IVVD did really well yesterday. I'm throwing that back on the watch list. Look at this beauty. 50 cents, dollar. Next day went to $2. It's getting a little nasty right now. And it's up a lot. So when they're up this much, we're going to be a little careful on that. I like this stock right here. What else we got? We have the OKLO, which is I'm doing phenomenal on that trade. Love that stock right there. Stock was at 30. It's already at 50. A couple of nuclear stocks have been Listen, if you've been following and listening carefully of this president, President Trump, I tell you right now, it's like a fire hose. It's like not even like once a month he comes out with a big stock. He's doing like 2 or 3 a day, and it's causing all these stocks causing chaos. And you saw what happened with the tariffs. I mean, what a great day trading day that was. Market crashed. Could have bought things so super cheap. Things rallied. I mean, like, it's just on and on and on. It's just nonstop. But if you read between the lines, he is talking about, we have a shortage here in electric, and you know what? It's a lot cheaper and a lot more, easier to do to build a nuclear plant than building, 500 windmills out in the ocean, and now you got killing whales and everything else and just whatever. I mean, why would we do that? We'll just build a nuclear power plant. So this is what happens. And regardless if you're a fan for windmills and solar, whatever it is, that's fine. But let me just tell you, he's not, Biden's not the president. It's Trump now. And it's easy to change course when, to eliminate and remove something from here and move it there. Who knows? We'll see what happens 4 years from now. But right now, you got to deal with 4 years, and this is what's going to happen. So these stocks are doing really, really well because of it. So that one did really well. It's more of a swing trade, but it was a great day trade yesterday. A couple other ones I want to touch on really quick. QBTS was another one we traded yesterday. I think about put that back on the watch list. That is another quantum stock, QBTS. We're going to keep an eye on that one. That one just made it. ACB. The cannabis stocks did really well, and they kind of died right after 10:30. Those were very inexpensive, nice moving stocks. That one did really well. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We had so many of them. FTAI. By the way, all these stocks right here, if you're on our Telegram or X, we do post all these things. So make sure you share, you register for those. But those are stocks that we traded yesterday. Just going through the list right here. This one did real well. Another AI. Well, that's the one I just showed you earlier. That was the aviation one. And then we have the other two. Snap was a good short. That was awesome. But it's at big support levels, so it might be a good buy soon. And the LLY, this one right here, still very strong. LAES stock was a great trade. You can see I hit support levels here, back here on this low right here at $3. Went up to 5, came back down to 3. Now she's back up there. So a little concerned about, now we're getting close to that resistance level. So I'll put it on the B list, not more an A list. All right. And okay. So a couple of things, big announcements that happen in the market that's going to affect the market today. So obviously you got Honeywell. I don't know if you guys heard about Honeywell, but Horn came out with news. Basically announced they're going to be doing, they will be splitting into 3 companies, causing the stock to dip right here. You can see it's taking a little bit of a hit. Honeywell, very, very popular company. Ford dropped 6% after forecasting lower earnings. You could see the earnings came out on that. Poor Ford. Did we break all-time lows on? No, we did. I know we didn't break all-time lows on this stock. We broke 52-week lows, but my God, talking about a Fausto flag, right? Is that a Fausto flag or not? Look at that. Oh, terrible. Poor Ford. Right there. Look at that. Looks like a Fausto flag. But anyway, we got some support levels going in 2020. And yeah, the stock was down all the way down here to 6. So we're almost there. We're at a big support level on Ford. I'm going to put Ford on the watch list. Maybe it could be a swing trade. You know what I mean? But as of right now, it is not looking too healthy for that stock right there. All right. And then obviously, Eli Lilly received, what did they receive? They received FDA approval. I know they're doing really well, not only on, here's the stock right there. They came out great earnings. They're doing really well on their weight loss drug, and then they have the Alzheimer's drug that they got the approval. We know how, but and there's a lot of us here are older here. We know how terrible Alzheimer's could be, Alzheimer's, and you know what, they're doing well because of it. But obviously this morning it's not really showing that well. Let's go through the watch list that we got right now. So we're gonna put the LiPo on here, LIPO. That one's looking pretty good right there. LiPo's looking really strong. Big percentage move right there. This one is garbage. New IPO. We're going to stay away from that. Quantum, we already have that. No, we don't. I put this on QNTM. That one's going to go back on the watch list right here after having a good run. Rainy, maybe not. Not a fan of that one right there. I don't like the trend. I don't like the trend on it. This one, this is the one from yesterday. It's going back on the watch list. Just be very careful. We don't like to, trade things are up way, way, way too big. Listen, if you up about 4,000, 300%, 400%, I think you would like to take it. So we're always concerned about the short squeeze. LAES was on the watch list yesterday. It just made the watch list again. Do I have level 4 on this? No. Okay. I'll share it a little bit later. IVVD was on the watch list yesterday. Just made it again. Peloton came out with earnings. Made a big comeback, man. Peloton took a major hit. My God. Coming back a little bit. I don't know if, you know what? We trade Peloton. It's kind of weird stock. It's a lot of algos in it. I'm not really a fan of that stock. We traded it before. All right, so after about 10%, we're done here. Losers getting a really crushing move on this stock right here. Obviously, SWKS did not come out with good earnings. Still looking lower. Earnings have a lot to do with it, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, that's how they justify the price of the stock. You are what your price of the stock says you are. Always remember that. Just like Bill Parcells, famous Bill Parcells. Your record says what you say you are, So woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't work in trading. New York Stock Exchange looked like we're having a buyout in this AMPS. So that made the big percentage gainers, but we're not going to be trading that. This one is gapped up pretty big. It is not stopping. Really nice move. Wow, what a great move on this one. Just when you think like that, there's not that many stocks out there to trade, sure enough, boom. They're like, where'd this one come from? All right. Was that Restoration Hardware? Or is that Ralph Lauren? Ralph Lauren made a big, wow, Ralph Lauren's doing pretty well. Good for them. Wow. $160 stock up to $280. Good for you, Ralph. But unfortunately, we're not going to trade you. You're a little on the expensive side. All right. Oh, yeah. HKD. Remember this stock? Yeah. Keep an eye on this one. HKD. We traded this stock before. Remember, fellow traders? Remember this stock right here? Went to 2,500. It was a mean stock right there. That was a great stock. Who knows? I know sometimes when it's in action, it does make a big move. It does do it. We traded this back in October. It ran from 2 and it ran to 6. So it does have, it's definitely a mean stock. Roblox obviously came out with earnings. I know we were talking about that one earlier. That one didn't do too well, but it definitely had a hell of a slingshot. Wow. Down 25 points and came right back up about 10. So Roblox will put on here RBLX, but it is going to be probably in the category 3 and 4. All right. All right, traders, let's get ready for the market open up. Sorry, I've been talking a little bit longer. We only like to go for 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on social media, we are going to broadcast live here for the first hour of the open. But if you want to be logged into the professional our trading floor, you can always do that by taking your phone, scan the QR code. We're here all day and for the past 35 years. So we'll see you then. Cyber traders, that's the link right there that we let's post that video. You got that video up there that you posted, John? Was that Rich? That's the ZYN FDA approval. Yeah, it's the YouTube one. All right. So if you guys want, if you want to take a quick little break, there's that link right there. There you go. Just click on it, watch it. We'll be right back on social media. Cyber traders, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, in 15 minutes, and me and Josh will be ready to broadcast live, and we'll trade the open. And like we always say, you see something, you say something. Good luck, everybody. We'll be right back.
All right, folks. Good morning. Here on YouTube, Insider Live Trading Room, all together here. With that, we got Fausto right now. Fausto joining us. Fausto, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, Cyber Traders, and welcome everyone on social media. Good to welcome back. You know, we do this once a week, and getting ready for this morning. Pretty exciting. How you doing, Josh? How was class yesterday?
Oh, it was really good. Thankfully, we didn't have a boring one. Normally, I jinx it. We have a slow market, not like a bad class, but just slow where not much moves. Things are still pushing. It was a good class. We had a couple wins. I was short on Snapchat going into it, so at least discuss that. Wow, look at this thing pop so far. The BBAI trade to begin.
You know, it's popping too. Boeing just went at it. I don't know where Boeing just took off, just flew like $2.
That's been we'll zoom out on the daily chart, Rich, for a moment. That's been a good bounce from December, at least.
Yeah, I own it since I think mid-December when it started breaking out a little bit. I haven't sold it. I got a little nervous like around December, late January, early January, backed off. But it looks like it's going to test some highs back of last year, right around 187. Looks like it's coming back.
You know, I got to manage my trade right now on Philip Morris. I didn't have a game plan with my exit. It was more about the entry, right? With the Zyn nicotine, right? So they had earnings this morning. They're up like 8 to 10% right now. The thing with it, though, it's not like a day trade. Boeing trades better volume, right? Like this doesn't have a good spread. So it was a swing trade. And I'm going to probably get out today just to take the money. You know, you can't go broke taking a profit. Saying the other day, right, Fausto, when you got Bobby Kennedy popping the Zyn in during the Senate hearing. That's got to be some good marketing.
Yeah.
Are you in on the Eli Lilly trade or no?
No, I sold it. I got out of it a while ago. You know, it's funny, but I was talking about this yesterday in class. Some students know here that, you know, like same thing about Eli Lilly. I talked about Costco. You know, we talk about Costco all the time. Huge fan, right? Everything. At the end of the day, if you look at Costco and see where it's at, I mean, who doesn't want to own Costco? It finally broke 1,000. Things like been on fire lately. But if from January to now, let's say you made 100 points, it's like buying a $9 stock going to $10, right? You need a lot of money, you know, to buy 100 shares of that stock. You got to dish out literally $90,000. You know what I mean? So, you know, to make $1, if you buy 10 shares, it's like, you know, whatever, it's like $9,000. Percentage wise, you know, there's a lot other stocks you could trade. You know, until they do a stock split, we'll see how that goes. So Eli Lilly, same thing. You know, that big run up all of a sudden just went up.
You're getting a good push right now on the QBTS trade, Fausto, just from the morning watch list you posted.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now the thing with this, though, I think right before the market opened, it showed up. You had this like 130,000 share seller. It was at like 698. They actually just lowered their order. Rich, if you even put that up on the screen there on level 4, we'll just have a quick chance to see it there. Oh, we had a good example going over just like NASDAQ book viewer and just this big iceberg that was on the sell side yesterday. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that looks like a ladder even from 740-ish, right?
Yeah, it sure does.
Kind of like see the stair step going down.
I just X
out. Careful on this then if that's the case. It's on the sell side, so.
I just X out of one of my windows. I got to open it up.
All right, we'll peel this back, Rich. We show this all the time inside our live trading room on the trading floor. And if you're on YouTube again, scan that QR code on the top left, I believe that is, with your phone, top right.
Top right.
Dyslexic, and I also get my directions mixed up. So
that's why I hired you. We both have something in common, both dyslexic. You know, traders are great dyslexic traders are great traders. I got yelled at when I was my younger ages, and people like, Fausto, did you say hit the bid or hit the offer? Is you dyslexic hitting? I'm like, I meant hit the offer. You know,
Michael taking a quick trade on Moderna. Pop on that one. It looks like I just saw it. I'm just calling out a quantum stock. It goes with the QBTS, the RGTI trade. It has resistance there at 1450, so it needs to pop that. But maybe that can go higher with it.
Yeah, Brian. I love that. Okay, Brian just bringing up in the cyber group, cyber floor, trading floor, the OKLO. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I'm doing great on that stock. I mean, thing was down to 30. That's where I jumped in. I missed the 20 to 40, and when it backed off, doing great percentage wise. I mean, I'm like 20 10 points away, being up 100% on that trade, on a swing trade. So it's been a killer day trade too. But it's kind of hard to day trade though. It is very volatile. You could see one of the big things that we teach you here, and you guys, students know this from phase one, the spread is really ugly. So it's a different animal.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know what though, like this is an example for me at least. Like you're killing it on this trade. I know Chuck's been killing it up and down, left and right, day trade, swing trade, you name it. But I'm not in on this myself. It just there's so many trades that are moving. We say this all the time. We can't jump into every trade at the same time. And like hymns, like I'm not in that. I wish I was. That one I definitely wish I was in because we've been calling that out for a little while now. So the nuclears, the men's, women's vitality companies, and all that. The GLP-1s.
Mm-hmm. Palantir is making a big pop right now. I don't know what this is all about. I'm like been hawking this stock for a while, ever since I got out of it, and I'm seeing if it's starting to build a base here. I'm looking to jump back in.
Morris right now. I'm just getting out and taking the money. Feel good. It was on small position size anyway, just because it's expensive, and like you said about OKLO, the spread's bad on that stock. So
Yeah,
I wasn't doing like big position, like putting my life into that trade, but just it was off the news, it was off the chart, taking a run.
I'm also hawking the EIX, by the way. I mean, I don't know if it's building to support levels here, but that stock took a really big hit. You know me, I'm a huge fan of bottom fishing. It's like the FTAI, doing great on it. I love stocks that get crushed. And when they
That was your bread and butter. I was surprised when you said it at first, only because of the price, but like that's exactly what you look for. Like that is a bottom fish. So
yeah,
normally they're just a lot cheaper where you see them down like X amount of percent over time.
well, you hear people, Josh, even on TV, they say, oh, you got to buy the dips. You got to buy the dips. Well, what the hell does that really mean? I mean, like, how do you know when you're buying the dip and at the right time? There's a lot of stocks that buy on a dip. I mean, like right now, we were talking a lot about NVIDIA. A lot of people talking about the NVIDIA trade, and you could have bought the dip. But like, realistically, where is NVIDIA? It's like I keep hearing about it, but like, where really is it? I mean, it's right where it was last year. It's at the same exact number. You know what I mean? Like 150. Like you could only put so much money into that idea.
Right now, I got a chat from Bill. He's thanking me, but he's also trying to tease me a little bit. I don't know. I didn't jump back into Iron, Bill. I did not jump back in myself. I've been really pushing that as a good swing trade opportunity over time. Iron, one of the Bitcoin mining stocks. I jumped in and out. I most recently took a loss on it because it was pulling back. It was just not a good entry. Going back up now. So it happens. Bill, if you're in, where are you in from, Bill? I want to hear from you. And all of our students otherwise if you're in, but
Roseanne, one of our Diamond students, telling the coins moving.
950. Yeah, Bill, one of our Diamond students, in from 1002.
And Irene?
Yeah. On Roseanne and on Coinbase, which of course also Bitcoin related. So I trust Coinbase more as a stock compared to the mining stocks collectively in terms of like long term and going with Bitcoin. Coinbase is going to be more reliable. It's a company in its own, so they have their own financials, their own stuff. They're not exactly Bitcoin, but they're popular. They're mainstream, so that's something that I could definitely have trust in.
Is there news out on this Palantir? What the hell? Why is it going up? You want to talk about
down through my
you want
platform right now? I'll go through my Benzinga, my book map. That IVVD trade was a really good move yesterday. Now at this point, though, I'd say it's going to pull back more, but Palantir is really pushing. It's a nice trend.
Yeah, but I'm going to post up a picture on the alert. So if anybody wants to see it, I don't know if you guys are following us on Telegram or X, but you'll probably see an alert. I'm just seeing, look at this layer cake. I mean, my God, Josh. I mean, like, have you ever seen thing that's more obvious than that? Where the right of the chart we are? Lots of talk.
Yeah, you see where those darker orange red lines are on the screen. I mean, pretty much every dollar, but the darkest, reddest ones are at like 105, 110.
You, Bill, a lot of chatter about the market cap at 1 trillion. I mean, like, Okay, so is it worth 1 trillion? I mean, that's the thing I'm looking at. By the way, if you who's doing really well on it, remember there's that stock ARKK. Oops,
Yeah,
spelled
Arc
it wrong.
Innovation.
No, I spelled it wrong. ARKK. Yeah, that's the ETF of Kathy Woods. So that's her ETF of her company. So she owns a pretty big position in that, and also in Bitcoin. So I think I posted that image on it of big positions. Did you see what happened with Archer yesterday?
I saw what was it? Well, I saw a drop at one point in time. I don't. What are you referring to? Oh, well, that pop first. Wow.
Yeah, 12 o'clock. It ran from like 9:30 and shot to like 9:70. I mean, I still own it. I'm like, and I had people messaging me, says, Fausto, should I sell? I'm like, F no. I'm like, then it came back down. I'm like, listen, something made that thing pop like that. That's not normal, you know?
When did you first focus on Archer? Like we put out that YouTube video that you made, but what was it back from like mid-December? You think? Early
Yeah,
December?
it was back in no, it was back in December. You know, we had that big run up because it's all started. You know, remember November is when we had the New Jersey invasion of the drones. So, remember this stock was at $3. You know what I mean? So, and then you see it ran to 10. You know, once the thing started getting a lot of publicity and advertisement on TV, and then people start looking in. You have people like us talking about it, like, hey, it could be this company. It was also was it RK, whatever the one, the other drone stock that we had. It was like 3 of them. Jobby was the other one.
Archer, Joby was another one.
Jobby,
Arcat was another drone
RCAT,
stock.
right. They all made pretty good runs.
Arcat was a really good one. That was a solid trade. I gotta focus on that more when they start pushing again.
But the thing was interesting about Archer is that, like, when you looked into it, you see all these government contracts they just signed. So, like, all of a sudden, you're like, wow. I mean, like, it is the future of drones. And then you hear
I
again.
just missed a move right now. I mean, we missed a move right at 9:30. It happened. Go over to the pot stocks, Rich. ECB is going back up again. Wayne just called that out inside our live trading room, and it's already like 20 cents above this big level I was looking for today. So it's either going to continue now or it'll pull back to it. So
I'm just reading what John posted. Stepping down from board is critical.
let me buckle in on this.
That's the
ACB
news on that.
here, and maybe a couple more, but yeah, this ACB was nice yesterday.
Is that good news or bad news? Looks bad. On OKLO was confirmed as the U.S. Treasury of Secretary Manager February 3rd. Result, right? It's now stepping
Trying to
down.
make sure we don't get an echo going here, but I got to raise the volume.
Advancing.
Oh, nice. My ONDS is like really making a little push today, which is good because I was down like 6 or 8 cents on it. It's a cheap stock, so it's actually a little down. It's up 10%, 11% right now. It's one of the other drone stocks that we've been talking about.
Lyndon Randy in the Cyber Group room said they've been investing a long time into Archer and American Airlines.
Well, no, they're saying that UAL invested in it quite a while ago.
Oh,
They're main like a investor into Archer.
okay.
That's good.
Well, you could invest in it also, so why not? Damn.
There's another autonomous driving company, and we called it out once or twice in the last few months, but like the Archer is much better. The RCAT is much better. Yeah, go over to AUR. I'm only mentioning this just because we're talking about this stuff. It's not doing anything today. Maybe this could be a swing trade over time. I remember when I first learned about this company because Lynn and Randy are saying UAL, big company investing in Archer. I think it was Uber that had a major stake in this company. So it's like nice to know when a major NASDAQ 100 or just name brand companies like taking part in something.
Palantir's not backing off. It's really, really pissing me off. It's not the
a couple of our guys in the room yesterday were buying puts on PLTR yesterday, looking for that drop off. So I don't know if they were day trading it and got out, or if they're holding on. Obviously, not a good hold right now with it popping back up. But this is where we say you don't want to just assume, right? You have a good idea, a good plan, but you got to make sure you know when to get out. So
Well, yesterday it did have a good pop. It went to 106 and came right back down on 100. I'm waiting to I'm trying to see if it's building a good support level, a good foundation. Um I'll tell you
what
right.
I needed this ONDS drone stock to go up today. That was nice. So hopefully it keeps going up. But wow, it looks like IVVD might be trying to prove me wrong right now. That's still building higher lows. There might be a pop in coming on that.
Yeah, Larry, I saw we got a halt right now on on the QNTM. Larry, I know I was looking at the roadblock. It's making a big bounce after that bad earnings announcement. That's pretty moving. The only issue with that stock right there, I mentioned it earlier, Larry, is that it's the spread is ugly. You know what I mean? It's a very very volatile stock. There's a and you know that by being one of our gold students. But the QNTM, damn, that thing's been on fire.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the IVVD is a head fake here. It popped higher but came back down. That's no bueno. Yeah, the QNTM is halted, but definitely much better play. From what, $4 or $5 back on Tuesday?
Yep.
Just show Rich if you can while this is actually halted, it's frozen. So show the PM, show the Philip Morris, and actually go to Bookmap because this popped up right after I just got out. I took the money and ran. I was happy with it, but it's always convenient when a fat sell order shows up there and it spikes the stock down even more. So
I gotta sell stock. Give me a second. I gotta get out of
this thing's definitely going to fill a gap a bit on the daily chart now. So I'm probably not going to focus on this anymore. That was just from the Zin approval. So there's other fish in the sea for us to catch, but when you get these sellers out there that start showing up, it pushes the stock down a lot more. So,
Oh, good. I don't have it.
all right, we'll pull this back here, Rich.
I was
Nice
looking at.
knowing you, Philip Morris. You're a good friend for a little while. QNTM, you have a new friend.
It looks like this Palantir is going to test 105. Shit.
Yeah, we had Tesla on the watch list yesterday in the afternoon, right? Lynn and Randy has a short. We were like focused on Snap, like I guess more, but Tesla was on the list. It was at the lows. We thought there was a chance for more there, and it did continue.
Yeah, Tesla's not looking too good. It looks like it's probably going to go down to. Looks like next support level is just above 350. And you can't, and remember if you're trading Tesla and you're not going to be trading a $360 stock, you can always trade the TSLL that trades side by side with it with a lot lesser price. We did well on that stock. We killed it. I had TSLL. I mean, I sold
At the Trader Summit.
Yeah, damn.
And on like two separate occasions. I remember one year we shorted it when a seller showed up. We shorted it, and then just this past year, Alex and Roseanne, Guy, a bunch of us were with us there. We ran it up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice long trade then. And Chuck saying SMCI steady uptrend, marching up. Chuck, I passed your email over, like I had said, so you're all good. QNTM looking like a 10-minute halt. Get my stopwatch out. Yeah, definitely. Good call, Andre.
It's an interesting stock. TUYA. I don't know.
What was it? I was about to say something. I was about to bring something up here. Again, there's so many different stocks we're kind of going through, and then another like 20 in my head. So there was a stock a student brought up yesterday. That was it. It was the ERJ trade. This was interesting. Like one of our students, Farzad, brought it up. I was like, oh, it was moving up nice yesterday. Maybe it could be a swing trade over time.
Apps,
APPS.
Yep. Apps, apes.
Oh, that's a nice runner. Yeah, that's just like right away. You want to focus on that.
Yeah. Don't mind me when I cut you off. We gotta cut each other off. We see something moving, you see something, we say something.
With that spread, absolutely.
APPS.
Right away, it's just like.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I want to keep on this now for sure. I was going to bring something else up, but I'll say it later on. It's like a funny thing. Zoom out on the daily chart, Rich. You got a seller out there at 413 as well, $4.13.
Okay, so I'm going to post an image. if anybody's here, on social media, you can always watch once again, make sure you subscribe to our Telegram and X. By the way, Rich, maybe you could post that link if anyone there, even a Cyber Group room, because I know some people still are not subscribed to it unless you get the alerts. But you'll see what I see. If you're a student here and we're in class with me, you'll see what I'm saying, and you'll know why apps went up. Apes, whatever you want to call it.
There we go. It's approaching 413. Oh, maybe that seller moved down to 410. It's at 410 now. Yeah, they moved down. It's on a good trend, though. It's on such a nice trend. We know reversal time is typically around 10:15, 10:30, so it would be disappointing if it tops here.
Here we go. So everybody sees that.
Peter asking, Iron looking positive. Yeah, it definitely is. We were just mentioning that before. Bill I, one of our students, is in it. If you're in it, rooting you on, absolutely. That's been a good trade today. IREN.
Irene.
Yeah, this is what we have on the chart right now, the app. So we want to stay on this. Like, you can only show one at a time, but definitely, we like a few different trades right now.
All right.
Dude, PM just keeps
See
dropping.
the alert. I can see the screen. I'm getting alerts on my phone. So these are alerts that you get on your phone when you subscribe.
It's funny. Just really quick, I didn't know, is when you bring the phone up to the camera, it darkens everything else out. I guess kind of for me too. When I put my hand up, I never noticed that. Yeah. There you go.
It works out great. I'll tell you. When you're on the road, it's nice because at least you're always in contact. I close that down. Damn, this thing's getting close. I don't know what's going on with Palantir, but it's getting up to a really, really big iceberg order of $250,000 right now. At the 105. It's where I sold it.
Oh, QNTM reopen. That's a big gap. That's like a downhole type of gap where it's gonna get halted on the way down coming up. I'm not trying to wish that into existence, but you gotta be careful.
Yeah, Quantum is, what do you give it, a 5? Category 5? This thing is crazy.
Yeah, this thing's out of this is nuts. What's the float on this thing? I'm going to check it out right now.
It was on the list. Do you see that? It was on our list.
Under 2 million shares in the float. That's really low. So it's only up 64%. I mean, technically, we see stocks go up 200, 300, 500% in a day within the morning. So not saying it's going to happen for sure, but there might be room for more.
Shit, the guy was done at 105. Let's see if it does a slingshot.
Oh, PLTR?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You even see that on Rich's screen on the matrix. Look on that volume bar right there. It shows that there, that spike. So
Yeah,
I'm going to put out a video. I know you are on Thinkorswim pretty soon. Bookmap, and I'm going to do a video on TradeStation. So if you're on YouTube, make sure to just check that out. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the least for that. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be putting those videos out there. TradeStation platform, do one on Thinkorswim. All right, so here's what I was going to say before, because I want to head back to apps. That's a really nice move, at least for now. But turn over to TEM. TEM. Fausto, if you bought TEM when it came out that Nancy Pelosi disclosed her position,
yeah,
you'd be up, I think, 70%, 60% on it so far. Back from January 21st is when that news came out that she disclosed the position. Went from 40 to 70.
Well, like I told you, you know what? I just bought back. I bought a small lot of Palantir, so don't mind me that not paying attention. But yeah, we're gonna have Mike from what's his heart from Chris will be on the podcast next week. Yeah, from Autopilot, who tracks all her trades. So we're going to talk a lot about it.
Yeah, I mean, we always say follow the smart money, follow the big money. We use level 3 and level 4 for that. Sometimes you could just follow Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, she's going to get busted sooner or later. I mean, now listen, I listen. We all know that. She was an anti-Trump, everything, impeach this and that. She's not in power anymore. And I mean, I hope they don't, I don't like the idea of weaponizing, but if she did anything illegal, I mean, like, the DOJ is probably gonna go after the money. Like, I'm not a fan of arresting people. Well, what's worse than getting arrested? Taking away their money.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I tell everybody, I always kind of tell everybody, if you stole $10 million, right? Would you rather do a year in jail, or would you rather them take the 10 million? What would you do? What would you do?
What was the second one? Would you rather lose the 10 million?
Would you rather lose the 10 million, or would you rather spend a year in jail and keep the
Oh, if
10
I can
million?
keep the 10 million, I'd do the year in jail. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, how
Getting
hard it
paid
is to
10
make that?
million for 1 year. So
Even a million. I mean, how hard it is to make $1 million? You know what I mean? Like, who here would not do that? You know what I mean? Like, so, it's worse to take the money and lock it up than put them in jail. I mean, it's it's whatever, your ego. And then not only that, but if you do a white collar crime, you're not doing hard time. You know, you're basically gonna, you're gonna be in a country club. No fences. You're gonna be able to garden and play tennis, and probably go home on the weekends. You know what I mean? You're gonna be hanging out with non-violent criminals. So, whatever. It's a country club.
the ACB trade, I just threw this right away inside our live trading room. I turned back. I'm like, wow, it's right here. It's right at my price. So I just put that in the trading room for like Yehuda, Andrea, Michael. Like, hey, if there's gonna be a bounce, I think it could be from these prices here. But 30-second rule, it's gotta make that play. If it doesn't, then move on. It's trending down off the highs a bit. So there's strategy involved. But if you don't get what you want, move on. Dre saying steal $100 million, pay back 20 and spend 6 months, a la Martha Stewart. Oh man, I forgot that all happened too. I forgot all about that. John S saying he's an underwriter on those OKLO puts.
I'm gonna probably
Or underwater, sorry.
I may have a really that's a pretty big drop on the OKLO, but looks like it's bouncing back. I mean, I got a big profit in it. If it doesn't snap back here, I'm gonna get out.
Finally, it has like some sort of red day. I mean, it's been basically green since $30. There's been so many different opportunities, whether we called them out, whether we're in them, or whether they popped up on our radar later afterwards. If you know how to scan for different stocks, if you're a student inside our live trading room, go through our classes, phase 1, 2, 3, you know how to scan the market, build up your list. There's so many different opportunities for you to take advantage of. I mean, from the last few months, hopefully going forward, but it's crazy.
Like you said it yourself. Like, you had a good class. This actually was probably one of the better phase 3 classes that we've done. Like, usually I always tell everybody, the whole idea is having one good day in a class, one bad day, and 2 flat days. All 4 days were great.
Well, when you said you had 3 great classes, you put my back against the wall. I was like, oh, great, here we go. I'm into close it out with the snooze fest. No, it was actually a really good one, though, so I'm happy. We kept the float.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. We saw some really cool stuff. Worked out pretty well.
Those apps that you called out earlier, like consolidating and doing everything you'd want to see it do. QNTM got halted again.
Yep. I got halted at 9:55. It should be opening up in about probably another minute. Remember, don't trade too many shares of that stock, fellow traders. Very, very volatile stock. No, so far probably the biggest winner right now on the watch list. It's funny. Like I'll make a watch list for all of us here, and if you notice, like some of the I put brand names on there because I don't want people to think like, oh, we're paying small caps and only. There's some brand names, and when you look at them, you're mainly supposed to look at them and like, okay, well, how do they compare to the other ones? Because hopefully, you'll see it and you'll look at the other ones like, okay, I put Ford on there, but where's Ford doing? I put Roblox on it. Where is it? Then all of a sudden you work your way down that list. Like, what's this QNTM? And then boom.
Yeah, you never know what pops up on our radar just throughout the morning. You're just scrolling through, scanning,
And there's always something new that will show up that opens up. I mean, I didn't have this this APPS, and that was a nice move for about $1.
Belle's basically saying in her trading room that she learned that if you put an order out there on Thinkorswim 5 minutes before the market opens up, you can't cancel it after. They basically they'll fill your order at 9:30. Just give them a call, Bell. Just like go on their website, request a support, check on that, and they'll be able to at least help you out.
Yeah, Wayne, that stuff, that shit happens. Don't worry about it. Still looks strong, the APPS. Quantum just opened up. QNTM.
Now, this is one where, you hear Fausto say all the time, one share, just do one share. You're not going to make real money on one share. And we know that with saying it. Like, that's the point. The point is to get the practice in. This is something like me. Like, I'm not doing 1,000 shares of this thing. The spread's way too big. Just scale back. Scale back. Right. So if you just do one share, hey, you're learning how to trade something as volatile as this. But
yeah, I had Melissa Morrow on the podcast on Tuesday, and it's funny you say that, Josh, because she said the same thing. People like they get stuck on demo, and just buy one share of the damn thing. It's funny when you listen to all the really good gurus, we kind of all speak the same language a little bit, and and she said it herself. Sitting there and watching is not going to help you. Just take a shot. What's the worst thing that can happen on 100 shares? You lose money. Well, how much are you going to lose? If it goes down to zero, would you lose $15? You know what I mean? Like, I know you're not going to make any money, but it's all about being and seeing how the numbers, your screen moves. Keep an eye on apes, because apes looks like it's trying to make another big pop right here, everyone.
And there's plenty of times where I scale back on shares, like, even freaking Google. Like we just talked about, like, you don't want to trade too many shares of an expensive stock. I was already in Philip Morris, like the TKO I'm in. So I did 10 shares of Google, Fausto. Freaking 10 shares. It's like too expensive. I'm not doing anything. I'm already in stuff. So I just did it for the sake of the trade. And I didn't make really any money on it, but it's just you see how it reacts and you know what to look for.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get out of the.
Now, if you do 10 shares on every trade that you ever do, of course, you're wasting your time. So the goal is to at least, trade less expensive stocks, maybe $20, $30, $40, but like, at least feel more confident and over time reach share size. And
I sold my my OKLO.
oh, Fausto, we got a bounce right now. This was perfect. This fell into our lap, and we called it out instantly after in the chat inside our live trading room. Go over to the ACB trade.
Oh, I saw that. I was just gonna spill that out. Yeah.
Right back up, right from that support level. Let me ask, did any of our traders just have the chance to jump in on that? There's so many different stocks that we're calling out, so I just asked to ask, but did anyone have the chance to jump in on this one? Kathleen, you did? We were talking about it yesterday, Kath. You and I both, I think. A number of us together were in a room.
It's got big resistance here at 970.
Oh, yeah. At least this moves. Like the TLRY has always been such a tease over the years, and I think that's just so inexpensive now. It's just tougher for it to get going.
It's funny. It's like sometimes you look at. Don't you ever feel sometimes like you wish? I mean, it happens all the time, but like you wish you took your profit sooner and you bought more of something that keeps going up.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel that about.
And you're saying like after the fact, right? It's tough to play it perfect.
Yeah, I wish I bought more of the FTAI.
Yeah, it's been a really good move.
Yeah, great move. Boeing's also making a really nice move too.
I'm going to do something similar to what you like to show in the alerts here inside our trading floor, and it's sent out on Telegram too for the ACB. Oh, actually, let me just type this first. I think I type and then.
Did it break out? Looks like it broke out. And also the APPS is coming to a big iceberg order at 470.
On the ACB, I posted that as an alert. You can kind of just see those iceberg orders on the right of the chart. $6, then 630-ish, and so on.
Yeah, he says that there's a decent one here, not big, at like 580 and then 6. I think Apes is probably the best one so far. Still
Yeah,
looking very
that was a
strong.
nice trend from the jump. Oh, that was just a nice pop there too. It's still going good.
Yep. By the way, traders, we don't tell you what to buy. You hit the button. You got to know when to get out of it. We just show you where the fish are. You got to drop the hook. You got to bait it. You got to reel it in.
Now, how about this? If you're on social media right now, I'd love for everyone there to take part as well. But for collectively, like Wayne, Grant, Kathleen, Patrick, let me just ask everyone right now. And if you're on YouTube, again, you as well. What positions are you in right now, like long term? What positions are you swinging? What positions are you in long term on? Just want to hear from everyone, right? We're in the middle of earnings season. I think Amazon comes out later today. So Ravi on Ford. Kathleen's long on a gold stock, IAG. Margaret in on SMCI and HIMS. Oh, Margaret, that's a nice trade on HIMS. You're probably killing it on that one.
By the way, anyone watching on social media, if you want to kind of see that trading room, just take your phone, scan the QR code, top right-hand corner, and don't forget, 12 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a training class on this. Palantir is getting close to a all-time high of just under 107.
We actually got one of our students joining us on YouTube today. Brad, always great to see you here, and I appreciate your support on X as well, my friend. Brad Nelson, he's on AMD. He's swing trading that, or in on that long term, perhaps, either way. But good to see you, Brad, on YouTube.
Yeah, AMD had a nasty slingshot this morning, came right back down. Looks like a really nice buy yesterday. Built a lot of support levels around the 106, but I don't know. It still looks kind of weak.
Yeah. Well, it's like long term, Brad. Then I'm still relatively jealous because I missed out on that move years and years back. So I love me some AMD. Hopefully, it could bounce soon for us.
Who was one of the students? I'm drawing a blank, but had a student said that he bought his condo by owning Palantir.
I believe that's, if I'm not mistaken, Dave.
Dave said he killed it.
A couple of us. I remember separately and with Bitcoin, one of our traders, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, Elena or Anna. I apologize. It's been a long week. Back in 2014, they had bought Bitcoin. They purchased enough money they purchased their daughter's condo with it. Bill on ASTS. Ooh, take a look at that. Yeah, Roseanne was following that from earlier this week too. She might still be on her option call for ASTS. This is going up really well. Elena. Yes. Okay. There we go, Elena. My apologies.
We got Patrick that's logged in, showing his trades. What he's got good ones, and he's logged in from Phoenix, Arizona. Patrick, I'm going to be talking to you today, right? I think we have a call today. Looking forward to talking to you.
On YouTube, we got one of our members here, Daily Trader. Keeping up to his name, trading today. He's in on VRT and POWL. What's that one? Take a look at that quick, Rich. I just want to see POWL.
My phone's going crazy. Everybody keeps texting me.
Zoom out on the chart there on the long term. Oh, that's interesting. Higher support building. Nice long-term chart. Cool. Go over to the ACB. ACB is making that push, that new HOD. Make sure my phone gets charged up here.
Palantir's going up. Philip
in and out on that apps trade. Philip, you got $1 on apps? If 309 out of 409. That's a hell of a trade.
You're done. You're done for the day. Let's go home. See you later. There you go, Phil. One of my gold students. Beautiful. That's what it's all about, Phil. Catch you back tomorrow. Take the money and run. That's the goal. It's all about making $1 a day. It keeps Fausto and Josh away.
That's a really
By the
nice
way, there was
trade.
another stock that was on the. I didn't put it on the. Oh, I did have it on the watch list. It's moving up. I don't know if anyone caught on to it. I just came up on my radar. The HKD.
Oh God, yeah.
Remember that one?
Well, it's got actually a semi-tolerable spread. All right, all right.
A lot of single
map up.
digits, a lot of hundreds on it. That's why I didn't really wasn't too. I put it on the D list. My phone keeps going, binging like crazy. Everyone's like, I have like family members asking me, "What's going on with that stuff? What's going with this one? What's going with that one?" It's been fun lately, I tell you. I think apps is done for now. It's starting to build a little bit of a head. This one looks pretty good.
Strong level on ACB is $6.30 from the daily chart, back from October into November. So I'm just calling that out as your next resistance there, at least from the chart.
This stock looks pretty good, but it's just an ugly spread. This ACM, it's it's this semiconductor stock right here.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I got a story with this one.
Oh, yeah?
Zoom out on the chart, Rich. The daily show it happened back in like 2023. Look what happened here. This is a crazy. Was it 2000? Oh yeah, it was 2023. Zoom in at like 2023. You see that one wick on the weekly chart. You had a crazy pop and drop back in July of that year.
Yeah, went to
I was
6.
seeing so much hype about this company. They're like, oh, it's the next version of semiconductors. It's American superconductor. And like, listen, it might be. I don't know the first thing about that stuff. I'm definitely not the brightest bulb of this bunch. But it's just to say that I guess it's moved back up. It broke those highs. I guess it turned out to be what they're hyping it up to be. But I lost on this. It was a pop and drop.
Damn, I think this is the rally on Palantir again.
Go back to the weekly chart regular, Rich.
I think it just broke all-time highs almost.
And make this even a monthly. I just want to see for this. Is this going to be at all-time high soon? Oh, no. Oh, no. Back from 2010. Look what happened to this stock, Fausto.
Oh, I think I crushed.
I was like, maybe this is at all-time highs? I'm like, no. We got a ways to go. Oh, Kath, really nice trade. One of our longtime students, Kathleen, she's here every morning, most mornings, and got like nearly 50 cents on that ACB trade that we called out. Honestly, Kathleen, you're making me think here, and just to take the money and run myself here, I might follow your lead. Lyndon Randy saying pirate stock. That's. I was like pirate. I was like, I made that joke myself. I'm like RR. So that's funny. Yes, RR robotic company.
This one we've done well with this stock. Is this one on the move? I know you've been a big fan of this one too for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see any orders out there? Just go check it out.
That might not look too good because I see on level 3 on the matrix at least up 270. There's something. Yeah, there's something at 270.
By the way, the ACD is testing 6. Don't think I haven't been watching. That stock has done really well. We called it earlier. Cannabis stocks. I don't know what, but it's got major resistance levels at 630. Just give you guys a heads up.
Yes, yeah, nice. You said that. I posted that in the chat just before. 630, exactly. I like when we're in sync.
Look at Frederick. Look at Frederick.
What was that?
Frederick, he's one of our trial members. I'm going to talk to him today. He's sitting there spitting away stocks. Look at him. He's fitting right in here. Look at that. Honestly,
yeah, Peloton's a nice move.
But you know what, Frederick? It's not. It's moving, but there's better. This is what you need to. What we teach at Cybertrading University. There are a lot better stocks to trade, you know, um, than that have better percentage gainers and more control than Peloton. You know, that's why I didn't throw Peloton on the watch list this morning. You saw what happened here right at the gate. Yeah, it gapped up early and it tanked. It went from like 950 and dropped down to 850. You know, just like, by the way, it looks like we just broke the $6 on ACB. These are things you want to watch, stuff like this.
Go. Here we go. This is so nice.
Yeah, you gave me a good call on that one.
And what was from yesterday? And here's the thing: I missed out on the this entire move. Actually, I took 2 losses on the stock yesterday because I thought there would be room for more. There wasn't. It happens, but you learn from your mistakes. But you could actually use that, for the next day. And I'm happy it worked out. But this was something. Hey, a lot of us were focused on yesterday. Kathleen herself was probably making money on it yesterday.
You know what's killing it right now? I actually don't know where the stock's going, but Meta is just kicking ass. It's just, I don't know if it's all about the TikTok sale or whatever, but I just came up on my radar, every day it's up. I mean, you want to talk about Costco had a good run or whatever. This thing went from 600 to 700. It's like a $6 stock went to $7,
On that ACB trade, just pointing out yesterday, one of our students, Dennis, killed it on that trade. He got about 14, 15 cents on it yesterday. That was so.
Which one?
It's just one that we were focused on from earlier in the week.
All right, traders, if you're watching on social media, we're going to be getting off in less than 15 minutes. Your last chance before we get out of here. Don't want to come and join us next week. If you want to come join our trading room, if you're watching this recording, take your phone, top right-hand corner, scan the QR code. We also post a link up there so you can register. Today at 12 o'clock, I will be doing a live event teaching you how we trade these stocks and how we find them. Remember, you got to learn before you can earn. So it's not about getting picks and indicators and all that crap. You got to know how to play the game of trading. Just because we show you where the tuna is doesn't mean you're going to reel it in. You know what I mean? ACB looks like we got a little bit of a push here, Josh. Looks pretty good. Looks like we're probably going to squeeze out another 20 cents out of it.
Hopefully so. And I mean, you still got a little time here. So, yeah, like you called out, resistance on the chart at 630, but even on level 4, there's an iceberg right there, about 43,000 shares. So just to pile on top of what you just said, Fausto, that's where even inside our live trading room, we have extra additional workshops there. We do a live workshop every Monday there, but our curriculum, phase 1, 2, 3, that's really where we have the chance, 60-minute classes plus. We'll go over if we need to, but we have all the time there to explain everything, right? So you don't need to learn how to do it for 5 or 6 years before you become profitable. It takes maybe a couple months, right? A month or two, but you got to go through class to become a good trader. Yeah, PLTR. What a freaking trend.
I'm just glad I bought back into it. I'm just pissed I had to pay what I paid for it. It's the only thing that bothers me.
So from earlier, I apologize, but that's what I want to ask. Did you jump back in on this or?
Yeah, I did. I did.
So where are you in from now?
I'm in it at 104.50.
Okay.
I mean, I think I sold it at 105. I saved 50 cents, but I didn't think we're gonna. My phone's blowing up.
But you thought there'd be a little breathing room here for this to consolidate for a week.
I was hoping, Lisa. I just wanted 2 more days. You know what I mean? I just wanted 2 more days for it to really build a consolidation, and it didn't do it. It didn't do it.
It's no consolidation for you.
No, it was, it did in 3. It did in 2 days. Usually it's 5 days, but that's all-time highs.
This is one of the strongest charts I've ever seen.
Beautiful.
Swing-wise, I'm saying. Swing-wise.
It's beautiful. It's not stopping. I don't know if there's a short squeeze in it now or whatever, but I hope not. I hate stocks that go up too fast, and it's really.
Oh God. Well, you know what happens to stocks that go up too fast? Look at QNTM right now.
Rich, could you post that image of NASDAQ book viewer on the alerts so people can see where to, what we're trading, more or less. Did a video on that. Very important tool, very inexpensive to buy.
Well, it's definitely a cult stock once it broke the all-time highs, Lynn and Randy. Like cult, you could say like meme stock. You could say it's like a viral sensation stock. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah, definitely, because like the CEO, Alex Karp, I don't think there's many reasons to dislike him, honestly, but that's just my opinion. But there are people that dislike him. There's a lot of people that love him, and he gets the company talked about in a good way. But once it broke all-time highs, like Fausto said, it just went bonkers. So like the move itself generates the hype, right?
Let's look at Lynn and Randy, what they said. He thinks Palantir is another cult stock now. It could be like, who knows? Be another GameStop. Who knows? Maybe I could be the next Roaring Kitty. Josh, what do you think?
Maybe
Palantir.
in a different way, but maybe like what if it goes to like $300?
I'm just, it's just at least got to, as long as I'm back in it. I mean, it really sucks, but it looks like it's going to test 110.
Bill just closed out a nice trade.
Oh yeah, Bill.
Or at least from earlier. I apologize, Bill. From earlier, he closed on September 7th. So you're kind of giving us a story of just how it ran up without him. Happens to the best of us, Bill. I mean, it happens to all of us and the best of us.
Yeah, well, listen. You know what? The trend is your friend. You don't want to buck the trend, but you know what? Sometimes you got to get back into it. I've been hawking that. I'm actually, honestly, I'm doing better in FTAI more than anything.
That was such a clean move. As soon as you got in, that thing's been flying up.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't get those very often when you get those crashes, and you see that consolidation and consideration and see it. And we actually, in phase 3, we talked about it yesterday. It was great about yesterday's class. Just kind of reiterate, if anyone missed it, I showed how, some of the new students, how they wanted to take a 50-cent move on one of the stocks that we traded. And then from there, it ended up being, well, you know what? You don't see this happening, and they're like, yeah, no. And listen, take the money off the table is great. But the stock ran another buck right after that, and we saw it happening in real time, and it worked out great for us. So that's the beauty of why you got to be in those classes. You know what I mean? And when you watch it and the highlights of it, that basically spills into, same setup happening right now in the stock, because they do it on every single one of them. This is not the Fausto indicator. Okay. They do it on every single one, which, by the way, I'm coming out with an indicator. I'll let everybody know. I am coming out with one, but not the one that you think. It's going to show you order flow. And we'll let you guys, the new students here, we're going to let you guys beta test it when it's ready.
I just closed out on ACB, Fausto.
That's okay.
I just closed out right now. It's still pushing pretty nice, but like you said, though, like we're heading into reversal time soon. We have that seller at 630. Watch, will smash over and like get halted now without me.
Everybody's saying pretty cool on that. Yeah, you know what? It's been. I've been have like TradeStation on. They say, Fausto, why don't you come out with your own damn indicator yet? And it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to find the right programmer out there. And I know we have a bunch of engineers here, so maybe you guys will be able to help out and check it out a little bit. But yeah, I think it's time to get that, more of a cost savings, level 4, I'm going to call it, where you can integrate it into your brokerage firm. If it's Fidelity, if it's Thinkorswim, TradeStation, Webbull, whatever you're looking at, I'm going to make one that you guys can put on all of them. Apps looks like it's holding here pretty strong. Apes, whatever you want to call it. What do you want to call it? Apps or apes?
I like apps because it's like apps on your phone.
Yep.
Reminds me of like, the iPhone App Store.
I like apes because it's like the Planet of the Apes. You know what I mean? Love that movie. That was a great movie.
Bill says Amazon, remember, lost money for many years. Now a big money maker. Very true.
Your stock RR made a big pop. I don't know if anyone see that. I missed out on that. I just totally just like. I mean, we called out earlier. The thing was at like 260. I think just ran to 280.
Yeah, it's been on a nice move up.
You know why? It's a level 1 stock. That's probably why we didn't trade it. But you know what? What's nice about this stock right here, it has a lot of support level. Went back on the 13th when it got crushed. And, now it's starting to make a nice little pop right there. I'll give a little screenshot on RR and see what I'm talking about. It was like
Trade that I think Andrea is looking at, LTRY, is like going up pretty nicely. It's been on a nice move. The thing is, I think it just got halted, so that's nice actually. But was it lottery.com? Was the Powerball up to $1 trillion finally? Lottery.com, a leading provider of domestic and international lottery products and services. Not surprising. All right. Well, probably going to be a pop and drop stock, so be careful for the down halt once this reopens, but it's up a lot.
Yeah, ACB is now trading in that range. It's getting close to that big resistance levels that we were talking about. But
the thing is now there's a buyer out there. There is an order on the bid that's at least helping it out. I got out before that order showed up at least, but it's still pushing. There might be room for even more on it. I'm going to be more hesitant now, but it's been a great trade since we first called it out.
Once it got past that 580, Josh, I mean, that was really a good trade right there for some people that saw it. And it really just a beautiful, beautiful trade. I mean, if you zoomed in on an intraday a little bit better, you're a little bit far out, Rich. Could you like bring it, zoom out a little? Zoom out, not in. Sometimes zooming out, you see it a little bit better, a little bit further. There you go. Look at that trend. That's how you could see. Now you can really see the beauty of how that thing moved.
And this is where, honestly, like, this is what we teach in class. Fausto, you just did this from phase 3 and phase 2, phase 1. But if you zoom out on the daily chart, Rich, and we'll just put one line, put a line at like 543 or something like that, some crap. But that's what we were calling out yesterday. We're like, oh, maybe if it can build support there, it's like a nice little area of support just, over time. Well, it did today. It did today, and led to the move that we were looking for. So.
All right, traders. So we're going to get off the mic right now. It is about almost 10:30 here. So if it's not too late, if you're watching on social media, I'm going to be back here at 12 o'clock. Take your phone, scan the QR code, top right-hand corner. Rich, being able to post a link up there. Maybe some people don't have their cell phone with them and want to just click on and register right on the website. So we get that linked up for you. I think I do have it up here too, but there we go. Just go to CTU. You got the trial. You can do the trial, or you can come in for free. Just click on it. And 12 o'clock, we have the training class. We're going to offer everyone. So if you want to come join that trading class, 12 o'clock, we'll teach you guys a little bit about level 4, level 3, how we find these stocks and everything else, and how well the students will be there. They're going to help. We always have our students there, always trying to help you guys too. We're all trying to give back, and try to make you guys a better trader. So, Josh, good class. It was good to have. Looks like it went well today, and we'll see you back here at 12. Right?
Absolutely. We'll be back right at 12 o'clock Eastern time. Been a great morning, and hopefully we keep the momentum going inside our live trading room for all of our students there. But we'll catch Fausto right at noontime here Eastern, right on YouTube here today.
See you all.